going to be San Antonio off the tip. Murray, the pass to Mills. Aldridge. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
And you know what? He's like a tank when he's coming down the lane. Lay into him as hard as you can. You're not going to be able to knock him off balance.
And the second free throw, good. And it's Zalgiris with the ball. Number 15, covered by Mills. Number 1, Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it. You see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket.
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
And Doris Burke caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. Doris?
Well, as usual, rebounding is an area he wants the team to concentrate on tonight. He acknowledged the strength of their opposition on the boards, saying that this basically is a team that will burn you on the offensive glass if you don't do a good job checking them out, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thank you.
It's not necessarily an overlooked part of the game, but rebounding can affect everything else you do.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Number 15 releases from the wing and drills it.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points, really. Nobody paid him any mind there.
Aldridge drives in. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Well, I tell you what, that is a lot harder than it appears. You've got to get your body angle just right to shield you from the defense.
Macklin's checked in for Zalgiris. The Spurs have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. The free throw drops for Aldridge. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Macklin. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Pass to Murray. He dishes it to Aldridge. Backing in. Can't connect from short range.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Number 7. Offensive rebound, Zalgiris. Tyler, no good.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
Green, no luck. San Antonio on defense. Number 15. Here's Macklin. Soft touch off the glass. Macklin's got his second basket.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
The steal. Number 1. He's covered by Murray. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
The soft finger roll is just one of the many finishing moves he has in his bag of shot making.
That's good. And it's 8 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Here's Macklin. Clock at 6. Number 15. No good on the 3. San Antonio trailing here. Into Green. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
Kicks to Tyler. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
It's stolen. One-on-one here. Rejected by Murray. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Mills has got the ball. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And Zalgiris making a change here. Here's Aldridge. Hits the three-point bomb. Aldridge has got 11 points. Mark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here, guys. This is going to be fun to watch. Two evenly matched teams, both teams playing hard.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
That whistle got a big response from this crowd, and it is not a favorable one, let's say.
I'll tell you what, the fans can't believe that they made that call.
And Jalgiris making a change here. Garcia's checked in. Here's Aldridge. He's got 11. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Garcia. Knocked away. And stolen by Aldridge. Here's Mills. Rebound by Jalgiris. Rob. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. And it's Jalgiris with the ball. They trail by 1. Aldridge with some nice D.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Jalgiris trails by 4. Number 7, guarded by Green. 5 to shoot. Here's Adelman. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Mills. No good with the layup. On offense, here's Jalgiris. Passes it to Kelly. Rebound, San Antonio. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Adelman. Covered by Mills. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And Jalgiris making a change here.
Number 44. Number 1. And Mendy.
Here are the Spurs with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. He feeds it to Aldridge. And stolen by Garcia. And blocked. Second chance shot. Shot is off. Nice D from Patrick Mills. Spurs leading by 4. Shoots it up. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for San Antonio.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And both free throws good for Mills.
You know, he's as close to a sure thing as you can possibly have when he steps to the line.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Number 44. They grabbed their own miss.
Steve, they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, it's impressive, too. Clark's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column. What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
And Jalgiris calls time here. Here's Kennedy. Number 44, guarded by Green. And stolen by Murray. Gives him the lead pass. Shot's good by Mills.
What a start they've gotten off to. A big lead for them, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
And it's not just their hot offense here. I mean, they're playing very strong defense too, guys.
And it's Žalgiris with the ball. It's a 10-point game. Number one. Up again. Slams it home for the putback.
That kind of putback turns a simple rebound into a highlight play.
He assaulted the glass, you're right, then assaulted the rim.
Yeah, now that's getting the job done on the boards.
Green. Wow, way off on that one.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
Aldridge dishes to Green. Number one, guarded by Green. Green with the block.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. That's his third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
And the foul called on Daniel Green. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
Number
44 seconds left to play in the first. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
And Mills kicks to Green. He passes to Aldridge. Backs him down. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 12-point San Antonio lead.
His shooting's been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons his team is up in this game.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Number one. He's covered by Murray. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Macklin, good.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest seemed easy.
Green passes to Mills. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mills has got 8 points.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's worked up on every shot.
Žalgiris trails by 12. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, fellas, Greg Popovich, known for his sarcastic, sometimes contemptuous answers to some of the questions from us media members. He said it seems to entertain everyone but his wife. She tells him to cut it out, be a grown man, and show some maturity. But he said, I can't. I simply can't do it. Guys?
Yeah, he's a piece of work, isn't he? Thank you, Doris. Offensive rebound. That's good.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And, Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
The Spurs shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Aldridge. And it's Žalgiris with the ball. Trailing by 13. He kicks it to Tyler. He's against Anderson. Shoots a fader. Tyler, no good. So it's the Spurs now. There's the pass to Murray. Power down with both hands. Like some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
Feeds it to Tyler. Number one. Rejected by Murray. 4 on the clock. Number 15. Dishes it to Mills. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. The shot no good. Žalgiris trails by 15. And stolen by Murray. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. Here's Green. And there's the rejection. Out of bounds, Žalgiris takes possession. And Žalgiris making a change here.
Number 12.
On offense, here's Žalgiris. Number 15. That one off the back iron and out.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
And Žalgiris making a change here. That's tipped. A solo fast break. Here's Macklin. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Anderson passes to Murray. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. The Spurs have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
2 shots.
That's good for Murray. And Žalgiris making a change here. Second free throw, no good. Žalgiris trails by 14. Number 12, covered by Mills. The 9-foot shot. Shot's good from Kelly. Here's San Antonio. Murray, the pass to Anderson. And there's the feed to Green. Shot is blocked. Outside, Garcia. Knocked loose and stolen by Murray. Makes it off the glass. 10 points for him.
Well, they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in transition.
Boy, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, talk about it, refocus.
And Žalgiris making a change here. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Kelly. The dish to Garcia. Aldridge is there. Number 12. He's covered by Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots from 14. Excellent feed there from Anderson. Spurs leading by 14. Green left side. Lots of room. Green's gone just 2 for 8 from the field. Right there at 25%. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And Žalgiris making a change here. Here's Mills. He's got 8. Pass to Murray. Anderson outside. Here's the 3. Rebound by Žalgiris. Outside, Garcia. Passes it to Kelly. Number 1, covered by Mills. It's stolen by Green. And here comes the break. Murray, no good. Žalgiris trails by 14. Ahead, off his foot. And they're saying he kicked the ball. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
It's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right on top of the other.
Yeah, I think they just need to slow it down for a minute, catch their breath before they give the ball away again.
And Jalgiris making a change here. Tyler's checked in. Intercepted. Number 1, guarded by Green. And stolen by Aldridge. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
Number 15, covered by Mills. Out of bounds, Jalgiris takes possession.
22 seconds on the shot. 22.
Number 15, covered by Mills. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Anderson. Goes up.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And Jalgiris making a change here. Here's Aldridge. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. The Spurs have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And you take a look at the numbers, guys. They shot 80% from the free throw line as a team a year ago.
Jalgiris trails by 21. To end the run, and the layup is up and in.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Murray, the pass to Green. But they'll get another chance. He dishes it to Mills. Second shot opportunity. The Spurs rebound.
Can't say I'm surprised that one didn't fall. He can barely dunk it in the pregame layup line.
Here's Van Gundy. Anderson with the block. And it's out of bounds. Jalgiris able to retain possession. And Jalgiris making a change here.
Rick Adams.
Knocks it loose. 6 to shoot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And Jalgiris making a change here. San Antonio leading by 19. And Mills kicks to Anderson. The shot will not go. Some solid defense from Tyler. Number 1, covered by Mills. The rebound by Anderson.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And Jalgiris making a change here. Jalgiris trails by 21. Kicks to Tyler. He's against Anderson from 13. Tyler, no good.
Well, you have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
And here's the break. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And Jalgiris making a change here. And so it's San Antonio with it. Back to Aldridge. Backs him down. And easy 2 points on the layup. Aldridge has got 8 points here in this quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Here's San Antonio now. They're on a 19-6 run. Back to Green. He feeds it to Mills. Aldridge.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter. Well, how about LaMarcus Aldridge in this one? He's got 21 points and 2 blocks.
You just can't find fault with anything he's done here. The effort, the energy, his production, his defense, it's all there.
All hustle, non-stop effort from him all over that 94 by 50-foot box.
And Žalgiris making a change here. Both free throws good from Aldridge. A minute 50 left in the first half of the game. Number 15, covered by Mills. Six on the shot clock. A 3-ball. The shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit. Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
And it's Žalgiris with the ball. Here's Backlund. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The drive by Green gets the bucket. Green's got 8 points.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Number 1, guarded by Green. He kicks it to Macklin. Hangs, rejected by Mills. The drive by Green. The Spurs have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Green. A big group substitution here for Žalgiris. And both free throws good for Green. 15 seconds left to play here in the half. Van Gundy, he's covered by Murray. Here's Macklin. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Macklin's got 10.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's the Spurs opening up a huge gap. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, brought to you by Sprint. The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The west span of the Bay Bridge. Our view as we welcome you back to the San Francisco Bay Area.
assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one player. I mean, he's drawing a lot of fouls on guys.
And it's Žalgiris with the ball. Number one, blocked. They retain possession, and that one's good. Tyler's got the first basket of the third quarter for Žalgiris. The pass to Murray. Spurs working the ball around now, and Mills kicks to Green. Ball stolen.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
There's a screen. And it's Žalgiris with the ball. Swiped it away.
Well, his 4 turnovers aren't helping his team's cause at all, are they?
That's it. At the line for your Spurs, Patrick Mills. At the line for 2.
You got these, no problem.
Free throw good. Mills. And both free throws good for Mills. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Feeds to Tyler. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Tyler's got 4 this quarter. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
What an offensive performance it's been.
And Aldridge slams it in. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
For the finish, it's stolen. Dishes it to Tyler. Number 44, covered by Mills. Number 44, San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's out of bounds. Žalgiris able to retain possession here. And Žalgiris making a change here.
Adelman.
Poked loose. And it's out of bounds. Žalgiris able to retain possession here.
16 seconds on the shot clock. 16.
Here's Garcia. Wide open shot is on the money. Garcia's got his second bucket.
Look at the size discrepancy there between the defender and the shooter.
Well, those are warm-up jumpers when there's not a hand in his face. He'll knock those down all day.
And Aldridge slams it in.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Number 15. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. Aldridge has got 5 rebounds tonight. Rebound by Žalgiris. The feed to Tyler. The dish to Garcia. And the shot is good. Garcia's got 6. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, it makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
Come on, you can hit this.
The first one falls. A big group substitution here for Žalgiris. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, you know, that's one thing they've been doing extremely well. Corralling those caroms.
Seems like not a whole lot else is going right for them now.
Another steal. Mills passes to Murray. Lays it up and banks it in. 17 points in the game.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Garcia. Aldridge is covering. They get a hand on it. To the paint. The finish. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Steve, they are in complete control.
Well, everything they're doing, Kevin, has been working out. I mean, the game plan was solid, and they are executing out there.
Murray. It's Anderson with the drive. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Forcing turnovers, you want to convert at the other end. That's what this club has done.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And he knocks down the first one. And Žalgiris making a change here. And both free throws good for Anderson. And it's Žalgiris with the ball. Pass to Macklin. And he can't bank that one in. Here's Mills. He's got 12. Back to Anderson. Pass to Aldridge. Backing him down. A reverse. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Just another outstanding play down low. These teams couldn't be farther apart in their effectiveness in the paint today.
Yeah, that's right. It's been all good at one end, and we'll try to be diplomatic here and just say not so good at the other.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Passes it to Kelly. And the shot is long.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Back to Aldridge. He passes to Green. No good. And Žalgiris will come the other way. Van Gundy covered by Mills. He dishes it to Macklin. Clock at 6. He used that pick just right. Macklin's got 12.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many open shots.
Now here is Aldridge. 30 points in the game. And Anderson kicks to Aldridge. 9 feet out. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Inside, number 15. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The fans don't like that call one bit.
Well, the officials got an earful as a result.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Back to Aldridge. Backing down. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Macklin, and so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Garcia, he's checked in for Macklin.
2 shots.
The free throw drops for Aldridge. Good on both. Adelman covered by Mills. Right side, Green. To the inside, Murray. Off with the layup. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Aldridge. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
And it's Zalgiris with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs.
Well, he's been a real positive factor for them today, although, you know, as a team, they've had a lot of negatives mixed in there as well.
Man, that was unreal. Mark it up. Man, he slams it home and gets a little camera time on the backside of it.
He spent a while up there on the rim.
Now, I'll tell you what, the refs will give you a lot more leeway on that than they used to.
And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Man, another mistake. This is embarrassing. I mean, you've got to make better decisions than that.
And Zalgiris making a change here. Great tee that time from Garcia.
Hey, come around.
It's stolen by Green. Back to Anderson. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Kicks it to Tyler. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Tyler's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Clearly, he's shaken off that cold shooting performance of the first half.
He feeds it to Green. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
So far in this one for Green, he's got 10 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
First free throw is good. And Zalgiris making a change here. Both free throws good from Green. And it's Zalgiris with the ball. Number 1. No good from outside.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Murray, no good. On offense, here's Zalgiris. Doubled by Anderson. The pass to Rambis. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
And Jalgiris making a change here. Number 15, covered by Mills. He kicks to Tyler. Here's Kelly, and he dunks it down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business, for sure. You're right.
Such an imposing finisher around the rim. Intimidating to the defense, really.
Feeds it to Green. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Aldridge. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Number 15, covered by Mills. And he lobs it up.
Looky here. How about that one? That play. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook for future reference.
Perfectly done. He put it on a platter for him.
He sure did. And how about the touch on the finish, too? That was really nicely done.
Number 1. Got it off in time, but it's no good. Here's San Antonio now. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Tipped away. Number 7, covered by Mills. Good. So it's the Spurs now. Murray, the pass to Anderson. Here's Green. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
See how he used the rim to protect the ball perfectly from the defender on that reverse.
Pass to Kelly. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him. And Jalgiris making a change here.
Adelman.
Lays out. They swipe it. Right side, Green. And it's Green shotting the towel.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
They set the pick. Here's Van Gundy. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Okay, that's more like it. A nice job here in the second. I mean, their field goal percentage is way up compared to what they did in the first half, where they shot a very low percentage. It actually was just above 30%.
The drive by Green. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Shooting for San Antonio, Daniel Green. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Jalgiris making a change here. And both free throws good for Green. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Poked away. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Murray, no good. On offense, here's Jalgiris. Into Green. And it's Rambis with the rebound.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Adelman, he's covered by Murray. 5 on the clock. Number 7. The shot is off. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Pass to Murray. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Shooting for San Antonio, Murray. At the line for 2.
Easy boys, come on!
That free throw good for Murray. A big group substitution here for Žalgiris. Both free throws good for Murray. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Well, all these turnovers really hurting his team. He continues to give the ball away.
And Žalgiris making a change here.
Get open!
And here's Mills. Anderson kicks to Aldridge. Defended by Kelly. A baseline J. Aldridge, no luck.
You know, normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically, it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so. They're on track here in the second half after their less than impressive first half. I mean, I think they came out with some tired legs to start, but they've turned it around. They found some energy, and they look a lot more active and engaged.
Van Gundy, he's covered by Murray. The pass to Kelly. Aldridge on him. From 8. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
You know, he's not somebody they lean on for points, but when he does score, that's a bonus.
It's Anderson with the drive. Rebound by Žalgiris. Tyler's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Number 15. Shot denied. Here's Murray. Gets it to go. 23 points in the game. On offense, here's Žalgiris. Van Gundy. He's covered by Murray. Number 44. Another shot, and it's good on the way in.
Well, it's been a tale of two halves, hasn't it, guys? After a terrible first half, he's really picking it up.
Murray, the pass to Anderson. Here's Murray. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Aldridge, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Aldridge has got 36.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Number 15. And the 3 off target.
I tell you, he had all the time in the world to get that shot off.
Mills can't hit. Dishes to Tyler. Working on Green. The fadeaway. The shot, no good.
Great job defending the hoop there.
So important to have good presence defensively inside.
Good. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Right side, Green. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Green's got 8 points here in this quarter. Number 44, and it's sent back by Anderson. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And Green with the basket on the assist by Mills. Green's got 24 points.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And out of bounds is San Antonio gains possession. And Žalgiris making a change here.
Number 7. Adelman. Number 12.
Guys, they're on a really nice roll here.
Not too many empty possessions, taking advantage of every opportunity.
Murray, the pass to Green. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Number 7. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. And Žalgiris making a change here.
You got this, no problem.
The first free throw is good.
Easy shot, come on.
And both free throws good for Green. Number 44. That misses off the backboard.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
And then at the other end, it's been bucket after bucket after bucket, giving up a huge run here.
Number 12. He's covered by Murray. There's the feed to Tyler. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Green. Now the dish to Mills. Back to Green. Fires the 3. Pass to Murray. Kicks it to Aldridge. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Boy, what a throwdown after doing a great job to corral the rebound.
Well, you know, there aren't that many players with a better nose for the ball than him.
Agreed.
And with the D always scattered after an offensive rebound, he knows exactly how to get that to work for him.
Here's Kennedy. And again, unable to change momentum here. Aldridge kicks to Green. Stripped it away. Number 44, guarded by Green. There's the pick. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And Jalgiris making a change here.
Number 15.
There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
Number 12, he's covered by Murray. Down low. Number 15, San Antonio with the rebound. Anderson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Mills can't hit.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
And the shot is good. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a really nice job of extending their lead, Kevin.
Pass to Anderson. He dishes it to Green. Offensive rebound. Aldridge. Some solid defense right there from Garcia. And it's Jalgiris with the ball. Six to shoot. Another steal. The rebound by Garcia. Number 15. Off target with his 3. And so it's San Antonio. Easily.